On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Allegation.
An assertion or claim that is made without proof or evidence, a statement that someone has done something wrong or illegal, but which has not been proven in a court of law.
Examples:
Baseless allegations. Allegation of corruption. The allegation of fraud against the politician damaged his reputation.
Unfounded.
Not based on good evidence or reason, without foundation or justification.
Examples:
Unfounded allegations. Unfounded fears. The accusations were unfounded and lacked evidence.
Wrongdoing.
An improper or illegal behavior or action.
Examples:
An accusation of wrongdoing. Willful wrongdoing. The CEO of the company denied any wrongdoing while admitting to mismanagement.
Detect.
To find or recognize something, especially something difficult to see, hear, etc.
Examples:
Detect a bad event. Detect smuggling across borders. The security camera has detected 4 intruders.
Medieval.
Relating to or belonging to the Middle Age, that is for the period of A.D. 600 to AD 1450.
Examples:
Medieval times. Medieval history. Only the medieval tower remained standing.
Torture.
The act of causing intense pain or suffering to someone to punish them, extract information from them, or for some other reason.
Examples:
A torture chamber. An instrument of torture. The use of torture is strictly prohibited under international law.
Device.
A piece of equipment, tool, or technology that serves a particular purpose or function, often mechanical or electronic.
Examples:
Electronic device. Tracking device. I always carry a backup device in case my phone runs out of battery.
Polygraph.
A machine that measures physiological responses such as heart rate, respiration, and skin conductance, used especially as a lie detector in criminal investigations or other circumstances where truthfulness is questioned.
Examples:
Polygraph interrogation. Polygraph machine. Some people refuse to take a polygraph test because they believe it is unreliable.
Monitor.
To observe, check, and track the progress or quality of something over a period of time.
Examples:
Monitor an exam. Monitor the data carefully. They used a special receiver to monitor police radio channels.
Analyze.
To think about in depth and evaluate to discover essential features or meaning.
Examples:
Analyze a chemical compound. Analyze your real motives. The teacher attempted to analyze the root cause of our mistake.
Infrared.
Relating to or denoting electromagnetic radiation with a wavelength just longer than that of red light but shorter than that of microwave radiation, used for sensing heat and for remote control.
Examples:
An infrared lamp. Infrared radiation. The infrared camera revealed a hidden image on the surface.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
Basic brain function. Permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Scan.
To examine something hastily, with the eyes or with a machine, to get information.
Examples:
Scan the face of a man. Scan a document into PDF. She stood on the podium and scanned an audience.
Electroencephalography.
Also EEG, a diagnostic medical procedure that involves the use of electrodes placed on the scalp to measure and record the electrical activity of the brain, often used to assess and diagnose various neurological conditions.
Examples:
Electroencephalography test. Abnormal electroencephalography. She is an electroencephalography technician skilled in performing EEG tests on patients.
Circumstance.
The specific conditions or events that surround a particular situation or occurrence.
Examples:
Circumstance of birth. Circumstance of injury. She explained the circumstances surrounding the accident.
Preparation.
The activity of getting ready for something or making something ready.
Examples:
A preparation program. The preparation of meals. He helped me with the preparation of this book.
Reliable.
Worthy of being relied on, trustworthy.
Examples:
Reliable access. Guarantee reliable delivery. Trains are reliable, inexpensive, and ideal for long-distance travel.
Admissible.
Acceptable or allowable according to legal rules or evidence, capable or permitted to be considered valid or true.
Examples:
Admissible document. Admissible testimony. The evidence presented in court was admissible and helped prove the defendant's guilt.
Technique.
A particular way or art of doing something that needs skill.
Examples:
A technique in martial arts. The technique applied to construction. jockey's superior technique brought him victory.
Underlying.
Significant as a cause or basis of something, but not immediately apparent or stated clearly.
Examples:
an underlying motive, an underlying cause of an accident. The underlying principle of every business was identical.
Assume.
To think or accept something to be true without having proof of it, to take or begin to have power, to begin to exhibit a specific quality or appearance.
Examples:
assume a lousy attitude to his boss. Assume an important role. The following example assumes that the capacity of each battery is the same.
Spur.
A thing that encourages someone to do something, any sharply pointed projection, verb, to incite or stimulate someone or something.
Examples:
spur of the moment. Spur momentum of economic growth. The threat of losing his job was the spur he needed to work harder.
Physiological.
Relating to the normal functioning of living organisms and their organs and systems, concerning the physical or biochemical processes and activities that occur within the body.
Examples:
physiological response. Physiological activity. The doctor explained the various physiological changes that occur during pregnancy.
Communicate.
To share or exchange information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals.
Examples:
communicate his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Communicate well with my advisor. Dolphins use sound to communicate with each other.
Psychology.
The scientific study of mind and behavior.
Examples:
psychology experiment. Psychology of crowd. She had a master's degree in psychology.
Fantasy.
A fiction with a large amount of imagination in it, a pleasant situation that you imagine, but that is unlikely to happen.
Examples:
fantasy novel. Confuse fantasy with reality. Composition by artificial intelligence is no longer a fantasy.
Conscious.
Being aware of and able to respond to what is happening around you.
Examples:
conscious effort. Conscious of having succeeded. He became conscious that he was being followed.
Cognitive.
Of or relating to mental processes of understanding.
Examples:
improve cognitive function. Research on cognitive psychology. His cognitive faculties were getting worse because of a lack of sleep.
Function.
The purpose or use of an object, system, or process, a particular activity or operation that is designed to serve a specific purpose, a mathematical concept that describes a relationship between two sets of values, called the input and output sets. Verb, to operate or work in a specific way, or to perform a particular task or purpose.
Examples:
function properly, immune function. The brain is an incredibly complex organ that controls the body's function.
Awareness.
The fact or state of knowing something exists and is important.
Examples:
awareness of my ignorance, raise public awareness. There has been a gradual but steady rise in environmental awareness.
Qualitative.
Relating to or involving qualities, such as properties, characteristics, or features, rather than quantities or numbers, often used to describe research or analysis that focuses on subjective or non-measurable factors.
Examples:
qualitative analysis, qualitative factors. The researchers used a qualitative approach to analyze their findings.
Topic:
a subject that is being discussed or written about.
Examples:
a serious topic, the topic of the book. The topic of the discussion was the current state of the economy.
Linguistic.
Relating to language or the study of language.
Examples:
her major is linguistics. Linguistic analysis. Our naive experience undoubtedly contains a linguistic aspect.
Identify.
To recognize someone or something and say or prove who or what they are.
Examples:
identify handwriting. Identify gene sequences. I will introduce you to how to identify the leading causes of the malfunction.
Subconscious.
Relating to or concerning the part of the mind that is not fully conscious, but still influences thoughts, feelings, and behavior.
Examples:
subconscious influence. Subconscious behavior. The subconscious mind is said to hold our deepest desires and fears.
Deception.
The act of misleading or tricking someone, often by creating a false impression or concealing the truth, a fraudulent or dishonest action.
Examples:
deception tactics. Deception in advertising. The politician was accused of deception for making false promises during his campaign.
Refer.
To direct someone's attention, thoughts, or questions to another source or person, to mention, cite, or allude to something as evidence or support.
Examples:
refer to a book. Refer to a map. Please refer to the instruction manual for further assistance.
Deceptive. Tending
to mislead or deceive either deliberately or inadvertently, causing one to believe what is not true or fail to believe what is true.
Examples:
Deceptive practices. Appearances are deceptive. The politician's statements were found to be deceptive and not based on fact.
Distance.
The amount of space between 2 points, measured in units such as miles, meters, or kilometers, the extent, scope, or range between two things, such as distance or emotional distance.
Examples:
Driving distance. Social distance. The marathon runner covered a long distance in a short amount of time.
Associate.
To mentally connect someone or something with someone or something else.
Examples:
Associate alcohol with gambling. Associate with people widely. The majority of consumers associate this brand with quality.
Absolutely.
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
Absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Negative.
Having the quality of something bad or harmful, expressing refusal.
Examples:
Have a negative effect. A negative number. The movie has received almost universally negative criticism.
Guilty.
Feeling responsible for or having done something wrong or criminal.
Examples:
Feel a bit guilty. Guilty verdict. After much contemplation, the suspect decided to plead guilty to the theft charge.
Battery.
A device that is placed inside a car, gadget, equipment, etc., and that provides electrical power to them.
Examples:
A dry battery. Battery charging. The engine did not start because the battery was flat.
Typical.
Having the usual characteristics or traits of a specific group of things.
Examples:
Typical leader. Fairly typical symptoms. This artwork is typical of her work.
Struggle.
To make a great effort to do something when it is difficult, or there are a lot of problems, to use force or violence to break away from restraint or constriction.
Examples:
Struggle against discrimination. Struggle to get the job. He could not struggle against temptation.
Complexity.
The state or quality of being complicated or intricate and difficult to understand.
Examples:
Cognitive complexity. Complexity theory. The project's complexity made it difficult for the team to complete it on time.
Judgment.
The ability to form valuable opinions and make reasonable decisions.
Examples:
An emotional judgment. Deliver a judgment. Her judgments are consistently rational and sensible.
Evaluate.
To assess or estimate the quality, significance, quantity, or value of something.
Examples:
Evaluate the grant proposal. Evaluate a situation. The meeting aims to evaluate possible choices.
Compute.
To make a mathematical calculation.
Examples:
Compute an average score. Compute the value. I tried to compute the efficiency of the investment.
President.
The leader of a republic, for example, the U.S., the person in charge of the organization, such as a company, university, club, etc.
Examples:
President Emeritus. Vice President for Finance. The club president does not have absolute power.
Insist.
To say something clearly or demand something forcefully, especially when other people disagree with or oppose what you say.
Examples:
Insist on a clear answer. Insist over and over. He insisted that she pay her debt to the last penny.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Convoluted.
Extraordinarily complicated and hard to understand.
Examples:
Convoluted plot. Convoluted legal language. James Joyce's books are full of long, convoluted sentences.
Structure.
The way of construction of something and the arrangement of its parts, or a complex thing constructed of many parts.
Examples:
The structure of a machine. Structure and function of the brain. The organizational structure of startups is often flat and straightforward.
Insert.
To put something inside something else.
Examples:
Insert coin. Insert a graphic. She inserted a new chapter into her manuscript.
Unnecessary.
Not needed or required, not essential or important.
Examples:
Unnecessary expense. Unnecessary hassle. The extra steps in the process were deemed unnecessary and removed to streamline production.
Irrelevant.
Not connected with or related to something and therefore not important.
Examples:
An irrelevant thought. Do something irrelevant. They removed irrelevant content from the slides.
Confront.
To face, meet, or deal with a problem or difficult situation or person.
Examples:
confront a global warming. Confront the issue. He finally decided to confront problems directly.
Scandal.
An action or event regarded as morally or legally wrong and causing general public outrage.
Examples:
scandal magazine. A corruption scandal. The political scandal rocked the nation and led to the resignation of several high-ranking officials.
Proclaim.
To announce or state something publicly and forcefully.
Examples:
proclaim victory. Proclaim law. The leader proclaimed a state of emergency in the country.
Categorical.
Stating something as an absolute fact, without the possibility of doubt or exception, relating to or included in a category or categories.
Examples:
categorical denial. Law of categorical judgment. She made a categorical statement that she would never eat sushi.
Investigation.
The act or process of thoroughly examining a crime, problem, statement, etc., to uncover the truth.
Examples:
a preliminary investigation. The scope of an investigation. We have never before conducted a legitimate investigation.
Indicate.
To show, point out, or make known something, often through a sign or a symbol, to suggest or imply something without stating it directly.
Examples:
indicate a preference. Indicate an error. The data indicates that the company's profits have steadily increased over the past quarter.
Administer.
To oversee and control the operation or arrangement of something.
Examples:
administer justice. Administer the funds. After the accident, 3 governmental bodies administer the company.
Employ.
To give somebody a job and pay them for it, to make use of.
Examples:
employ job seekers. Employ a new method. When making arrests, police officers frequently employ excessive force.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Bizarre.
Very strange or unusual.
Examples:
the story is bizarre. Bizarre behavior. The truth was more bizarre than expected.
Incident.
An event or occurrence, often unexpected or unplanned, something that happens.
Examples.
Traffic incident. Security incident. The incident at the airport caused a delay in my flight.
Lance.
A long, thin pole with a pointed metal end that was used by people fighting on horses in the past.
Examples.
Wield a lance. A pennant raised on a lance. The gates are guarded by cavalrymen armed with a lance.
Deny.
To state that one refuses to admit the existence or truth of something.
Examples.
Adamantly deny killing. Deny the allegations. He is still denying stealing the money from the cash register.
Enhance.
To increase or improve the quality, amount, or strength of someone or something.
Examples.
Enhance value. Enhance the flavor of the vanilla. The new strategy will enhance the profitability of our company.
Pronoun.
A word that takes the place of a noun in a sentence, such as he, she, they, or it.
Examples.
Pronoun usage. Possessive pronoun. In English, personal pronouns such as he, she, and they can replace a person's name to avoid repetition.
Contrast.
To put in opposition to show or emphasize differences.
Examples.
Contrast with a decade ago. Contrast two things. It's intriguing to compare and contrast the two authors.
Quote.
To repeat or reproduce the words or statement of someone else, often acknowledging the source, to give an estimated cost or price for goods or services.
Examples.
Quote a source. Quote a price. In his speech, he quoted a famous philosopher to emphasize his point.
Parisian.
Of or from Paris, France, characteristic of Paris or its inhabitants.
Examples.
Parisian celebrity. Parisian accent. The Parisian cafe had a charming atmosphere.
Laboratory.
A workplace for doing scientific research or teaching science, a lab.
Examples.
Laboratory accident. Anthropology laboratory. Animal protection groups call for an end to animal testing in a laboratory.
Handle.
To deal with a situation, problem, or strong emotion.
Examples.
Handle a precious object. Handled the incident. We all should learn how to handle stress.
Outcome.
The result or effect of an action, event, etc.
Examples:
Improved student outcomes. A desirable outcome. They awaited news of the outcome of the election.
Denial.
A statement that something is not true or does not exist.
Examples:
State of denial. An absolute denial. She gave us a categorical denial of the scandal.
Hypothesis.
A proposed idea or explanation that is based on a few known facts, but has not yet been proven to be true or accurate.
Examples:
Test my hypothesis. A bold hypothesis. This evidence supports the Big Bang hypothesis.
Entirely.
Completely.
Examples:
Entirely satisfied with the meal. He was entirely to blame. Later, his claim was found to be entirely false.
Delve.
To dig or excavate deeply, to investigate or research intensively, to rummage or explore in a thorough or careful manner.
Examples:
Delve deeper. Delve into documents. Researchers must delve into the intricacies of the human brain to understand mental illness.
Emotion.
A strong feeling such as love, anger, etc., deriving from one's situation, mood, or relationships with others.
Examples:
Control my emotion. Afraid to show emotion. Some emotions are common across cultures and backgrounds.
Motivation.
The reason or enthusiasm for acting or behaving in a particular way.
Examples:
Understand his motivation. Motivation for a change. A significant amount of motivation is required to be a teacher.
Indicator.
Something that shows or points out what a situation is like or how a situation is changing.
Examples:
Indicator lamp. Performance indicators. Several IT millionaires have shown that the level of education is a relatively poor indicator of whether a business can be successfully run.
Senator.
A member of a legislative body, especially a member of the U.S. Senate.
Examples:
Junior senator. Senator term. The hawkish senator gave a speech on the new bill in the Senate.
Candidate.
A person who is seeking or being considered for some kind of position, title, honor, or award, a job applicant.
Examples:
Candidate selection. PhD candidate. The candidate's platform focused on healthcare reform and reducing income inequality.
Apparent.
Able to see or understand easily or clearly.
Examples:
Heir apparent. Apparent contradiction. This star is apparent to the naked eye.
Publicly.
In a manner accessible to or observable by the public, by the government.
Examples:
Publicly accessible record. Publicly financed schools. She publicly denounced the government's mishandling of the economic crisis.
Engage.
To attract and keep someone's attention and interest, to participate in or obtain services of something.
Examples:
Engage in environmental protection activities. Engage a new employee. Many multinational companies are engaged in the reconstruction of that country.
Long-windedness.
The tendency to use more words than necessary to express an idea, resulting in a tedious or rambling style of speech or writing.
Examples:
Long-windedness in writing. Avoid long-windedness. The politician's long-windedness made it hard to follow his speech.
Paternity.
The state of being a father, the attribution of a specific child to a particular father, the characteristics or traits inherited or passed down from a father.
Examples:
Paternity suit. Paternity test. The paternity leave policy at his workplace allowed him to take time off to bond with his new baby.
Deserve.
To be worthy of or entitled to something, especially something good or valuable.
Examples:
Deserve respect. Deserve this prize. The employee deserved the promotion for their hard work and dedication.
Spot.
A particular location or place, a small round or roundish area, differing in color or feels from the surface around it.
Examples:
Beauty spot. A spot on his honor. This remote spot is rarely visited.
Encounter.
To face something, particularly something unpleasant or difficult, while attempting to do something else, to meet, especially unexpectedly.
Examples:
Encounter a crisis. Encounter a storm. I'm prepared to encounter challenges throughout this adventure.
Basis.
The most important facts, ideas, or events from which something is developed, the way how things are organized or arranged.
Examples:
On an equal basis. Basis for calculation. This evidence will form the basis for our discussion.
Harmless.
Not able or not likely to cause damage or harm.
Examples:
Harmless in most people. Harmless substances. Most people thought of him as a harmless eccentric.
Worthwhile.
Having value or benefit, sufficiently important or beneficial to be worthy of time or effort, deserving of attention or consideration.
Examples:
Worthwhile investment. Worthwhile endeavor. Volunteering for a worthwhile cause is important for building a sense of community.
Telltale.
Revealing or betraying information or evidence, serving as a sign or indicator of something.
Examples:
Telltale evidence. Telltale heart. The telltale signs of a dishonest employee were missing files and constant delay.
Clue.
An object, a piece of evidence, or some information that helps someone to find the answer to a problem, question, or mystery.
Examples:
A clue about the crime. A clue to the diagnosis. The police couldn't find a clue to her whereabouts.
Minimal.
Tiny in amount, the least possible.
Examples:
Minimal effort. Minimal amount. The process was carried out at minimal cost.
Phrase.
A group of words that mean something specific when used together.
Examples:
Ready-made phrases. Noun phrase. We bought a Spanish phrase book.
Overvalue.
To value or estimate something too high, to assign too much worth or importance to something, to assess or appraise something beyond its actual market or intrinsic value.
Examples:
Overvalue stocks. Overvalue assets. It is important not to overvalue material possessions, as they do not bring true happiness.
Ineffective.
Not producing any significant or intended effect or result.
Examples:
An ineffective speech. Pull an ineffective player. These treatments were ineffective against a virus.